Hey, and welcome to this episode of the Hustle Report by Profit Tool. Today, we're taking a deep dive into something many of you might be actively considering: food delivery as a side hustle. It's an area that's seen, well, explosive growth, often presented as the ultimate flexible income source. But beyond the headlines, what does it really take to make it work, and what are the nuanced realities? Our mission in this deep dive is really to equip you with the full picture, the surprising advantages, the often overlooked challenges, and maybe the strategic mindset required to turn time on the road into genuinely lucrative and satisfying work. So whether you're a student, a parent, or simply looking to diversify your income, you should walk away with some actionable insights.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be navigating through how these platforms actually operate, the blueprint, uncovering not just the obvious benefits, but maybe some hidden strategic advantages too. And we'll also confront the critical drawbacks, demystify what you can truly expect to earn after expenses, and lay out a clear roadmap for getting started. It's all about providing you with that comprehensive understanding so you can make a truly informed decision.
Okay, so to lay the groundwork then, how does a typical food delivery gig actually play out? From the driver's perspective, I mean. It's more than just getting pinged by an app, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, it's a bit more involved. At its core, you sign up with a platform, I think Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, those types. These act as a dynamic marketplace connecting restaurants, customers, and, well, you, the driver. What's interesting is the tech behind it. When a customer places an order, you don't just get a random notification. The apps use algorithms, pretty sophisticated ones actually, to match drivers with orders. They're often optimizing for things like proximity and efficiency.
Okay, so it's trying to be smart about it.
Exactly. And as a driver, you usually see key info before you accept. Things like pickup and drop-off locations, the estimated payout, sometimes even hints about the customer's tip history or if it's a stacked order.
Stacked order.
And multiple deliveries bundled together along an efficient route. So yeah, your choice to accept or decline an order becomes kind of strategic based on that upfront info.
Right.
Once you accept, you head to the restaurant, grab the order, navigate to the customer, drop it off. It's a high volume, quick turnaround sort of game.
That real-time decision-making adds a layer of strategy I think some folks might overlook.
Okay.
So now that we understand the basic mechanism, what truly sets this gig apart in, the crowded side hustle landscape? What are the key advantages making it so appealing?
Well, the autonomy is probably the biggest one, the flexibility. You are essentially the CEO of your own schedule. This lets you weave delivery work around everything else, your main job, family, studies, whatever. You decide when you're online, when you're available. That's huge.
Yeah, that control is powerful.
Definitely. And beyond that, the extra income is, well, undeniably powerful. We've seen people use these earnings to tackle debt, build savings, or just, enhance their lifestyle a bit without dipping into their main paycheck.
A little bit of breathing room.
Exactly. And there's also this unexpected element, kind of an exploration thing. As you pick up from different places, drive through various neighborhoods, you really get to know your city differently.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like turning work into mini adventures sometimes. And importantly, compared to many other side hustles, the barrier to entry is remarkably low.
Right.
You mainly just need reliable transport car, scooter, bike, and a smartphone. You're not usually investing in inventory or specialized equipment. That significantly cuts down your upfront risk. Basically, if you can drive and follow directions, you're pretty much set to start earning.
Okay, so we've seen the compelling upside, the flexibility, the low barrier to entry. But like any opportunity promising easy money, there's always a flip side, isn't there? What are the gritty realities, the potential pitfalls that every prospective driver absolutely needs to understand before, hitting the road?
Yeah, that's a crucial discussion. One of the biggest things to consider is the wear and tear on your vehicle.
Right. I was thinking about it.
Constant driving, especially that stop-and-go city traffic, puts a lot of strain on your car. This means increased maintenance costs, more oil changes, new tires sooner, brake pads. All that stuff eats directly into your net earnings.
Stuff you might not budget for initially.
Precisely. Then there's the income variability. While the apps give estimates, your actual hourly rate can fluctuate wildly. Seriously, it depends on order volume, which can be inconsistent. And, crucially, customer tips.
Ah, the tips.
Yeah. This unpredictability can be tough if you're counting on a really stable income stream. You're also battling the elements sometimes. Bad weather, heavy traffic, they can wreck your efficiency and definitely add stress.
Sure, driving in pouring rain isn't fun for anyone.
Not at all. And for some people, the isolation can be a factor. You spend a lot of time alone in your car. If you thrive on workplace social interaction, it might not be the best fit.
Good point.
And maybe most importantly, diligent expense management. It's just non-negotiable. You have to track everything meticulously: gas, mileage for taxes, maintenance, even your phone data plan. Only then do you truly understand your actual profit. A lot of drivers, they underestimate these hidden costs.
That's a lot to juggle beyond just the gross earnings figure the app shows you.
Okay.
So, given all these variables, the wear and tear, the fluctuating demand, the expenses, what can someone realistically expect to earn, say, before tips? And how much can those tips really swing the needle?
Right. Well, on average, looking across different platforms and areas, drivers often report earnings somewhere between, say, $10 to $20 per hour before tips.
Okay, $10 to $20 base.
Yeah, roughly. But as you hinted, tips are the real game changer. They can often double, sometimes even triple, your effective hourly rate.
Wow, double or triple?
Absolutely. It's significant. And that's why customer service becomes so incredibly important. You know, a quick text update to the customer, being polite at the door, making sure the order looks right. Small things can make a big difference to your take-home pay.
So it pays to be personable.
It really does. Plus, other factors influence that base rate too. Your location is key, the specific platform sometimes, and especially the time of day you work. For instance, drivers almost always find higher demand and thus better earnings during dinner rushes, weekends, or even surprisingly, sometimes during like rainy weekdays when fewer drivers are out, but people still want food delivered.
Ah, interesting. So there's strategy and timing, too.
Definitely. It's about strategically hitting those peak opportunities.
That's a wondrously practical breakdown for getting started there. Okay, so for someone listening who's weighed these pros and cons and feels ready to give it a shot, what are the actual actionable steps to launch a food delivery side hustle? How do you get started?
It's actually a pretty streamlined process, generally. First step, research. Thoroughly research the platforms available in your specific area. You know the big names: Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, they're everywhere. But some places might have strong local players or niche services. Look into their requirements, their pay structures.
Right, see who operates locally.
Exactly. Once you've picked one, the next step is signing up. This usually involves an online application. You'll provide basic info, and they'll run a background check, sometimes a motor vehicle record check too.
Standard stuff.
Pretty standard, yeah. Then, obviously, you need reliable transportation car, scooter, maybe a bike in dense urban areas, and that smartphone with a good data plan. Essential for orders and navigation. Before you do your first delivery, I'd strongly advise taking some time to just learn the app's interface. Understand how to accept orders, decline them, complete them efficiently, get familiar with their rating system if they have one.
Get comfortable with the tool.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're basically ready to hit the road. Oh, and many successful drivers also invest in a few practical things, like a good phone mount for the car, a reliable car charger, and definitely insulated delivery bags. Helps with efficiency and customer experience.
Good practical tips. And for those who'd really dive deeper, get into the nitty-gritty. Are there resources, places they can find more tips, maybe advice from drivers already doing it?
Oh, absolutely. Online communities are invaluable for this. Websites like Reddit have whole subreddits just for delivery drivers. Same with Facebook groups. Experienced drivers share everything there. Tips for navigating tricky deliveries, advice on maximizing earnings during peak times, even stuff about handling taxes and mileage tracking.
Learning from the hive mind.
Pretty much. These communities are a gold mine for that practical, on-the-ground advice from people who are actually doing the work every day.
So, wrapping this up then, what does this all mean? Choosing food delivery as a side hustle. It clearly offers some incredible benefits. That flexibility is huge, potential for significant extra income, even that unique way to experience your city.
But yeah, it's absolutely crucial to go into it with your eyes wide open. You need to be aware of the practical realities, like the vehicle wear and tear, the variable nature of earnings, and the discipline needed for tracking those expenses.
Right. It's not just turn on the app and print money.
Not quite, no. There's more to it if you want to make it work well long term.
So ultimately, the success and satisfaction you find in food delivery, it seems like it isn't just about the driving itself. It's about strategically using the platforms, really managing your costs effectively, and adapting to that dynamic flow of demand. Can you truly turn your time on the road into a venture that feels both satisfying and lucrative for you personally by mastering these sort of hidden layers of the hustle? Something to think about. That's it for today. We'll see you back on the Hustle Report soon.